welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at a Boeing 787-9, the Dreamliner in the colors of Vietnam Airlines. And as always, we start off with the box, and here we can see in the front side we have the cutout, so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft inside. And we do also have the Vietnam Airlines branding. Then on the back side of the box we have a very nice image of the aircraft itself, and we are provided with a link by Herpa Wings where you can get more information about the aircraft itself. That's it for the box. Let's take a closer look at the aircraft inside. And here she is, the 787-9 in the current livery of Vietnam Airlines. This is still the longest version of the Dreamliner. The 787-10 has done some test flights, but it is still not in commercial use. So technically this is still the longest version of the Dreamliner. Now, I had actually been asked by a viewer if I could do a review of a Vietnam Airlines Boeing 777-200. This aircraft model has also been released by Herpa Wings recently, but as they also released this Dreamliner and I found the Dreamliner to be more interesting, that was then finally the aircraft model I went for. Now, if we take a closer look at the aircraft, we can see here on the tail section of the aircraft we have the Vietnam Airlines branding on the vertical stabilizer, where we also have the Vietnamese flag. On the fuselage we have the full registration code, the Dreamliner branding and the aircraft type specification. If we then move from the back of the aircraft all the way to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage again the writing of Vietnam Airlines and the Vietnam Airlines branding. We do also have the SkyTeam logo, as Vietnam Airlines is a member of the SkyTeam Airline Alliance. If we then take a closer look around the cockpit, we can see some nice detailing here, including the window wipers, and just above the cockpit windows we do also have the emergency hatch. If we then take a look at one of my favorite details of the aircraft, those would be the engine nacelles. We can see here some nice detailing. Also on the back side where we can see these rounded shapes, which are also known as chevron nozzles. And of course another significant detail of the Dreamliner are the wings, which have a really nice shape. And here on the top side we can see some nice detailing, including the full registration code of the aircraft, which we also have on the underside of the wings. A quick look at the landing gear here in the front side also reveals some nice details, and of course at the main landing gear here in the back of the aircraft. And then last but not least, the aircraft does also have the doors to the cargo compartments here in the back side of the aircraft and here in the front side. Now, in my honest opinion, the Dreamliner is a really nice looking aircraft, especially in the 787-9 version, as that, in my opinion, has the best ratio between length and width. And of course, in the Vietnam Airlines livery, the aircraft does also look quite stunning. I do really love the colors that Vietnam Airlines uses on their aircraft. Now, with that, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, that would be very nice. Or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we will take a look at a McDonnell Douglas MD-82 from Bulgarian Air Charter. Now, until then, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.